Hey, how's it going? It's Billy again. Look, I just wanted to post this community. Wow. I'm thinking about community. If you haven't heard already, this video is about community. So I just wanted to post this video and talk about community, is what I meant to say. Because community is very important. And I know it seems kind of like a buzzword that people are throwing around. Um, but but I've been depressed and alone and felt alone. And I've felt like I've had nobody to reach out to. And I believe we were created with purpose, and we were created to be in community and have relationships with people. And so for us to feel as if we are meant to be alone, or even just feeling the feeling of being alone, that's tough because we aren't meant to be that way. And when we isolate ourselves and we start to take on these characteristics of being isolated, even like if it's intentional or not, what that always leads to is depression. And I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist, anything like that. I'm just speaking from experience. But it does create a place in our minds that there is no hope and there is nothing in this world for us. And that's just a bad place to be. Like, especially as us as content creators. Like, if you're a content creator watching this online, um, I think that there's a reason that you're watching this video. The reason you're watching this video is because I believe that God placed this perfectly, timing and everything. This appointment is divine, and God placed this in your feed so you can see it right now. And I do believe that because I'm praying that this video reaches someone that needs to hear it. And so if you're hearing it, this is why. And obviously, YouTube has an algorithm and all that, but I believe that nothing happens outside of God's control or plan. And so, with that being said, welcome to the video, and let's talk about community. Because, um, like I said, I've been depressed before, I've been an alcoholic, I've gone out and hung out with the wrong crowds. Nothing like there's nothing like having the right people in your life to make your life better. Let me give you an example. I had actually, it was on this side. I had some major pain in my mouth. One day it dropped me to my knees next to my bed, and I was in tears and so much pain. And I didn't have health insurance. My wife wasn't working. Like, we homeschool, and I worked at the church part time, and like we just didn't have medical. Like, it was awful pain. And a member from the church knew that I was in pain that day and reached out to me and said that they wanted to pay for my dental work so that I would no longer be in pain. I think it was like $750 that they paid out of pocket for me to have this fixed. Um, Man, that's awesome. And the fact that I have a place that has like about 120 people or so here in membership at our church, in my church family and community, um, that I know are praying for me, that come up to me and talk to me, and I go up and talk to them. Like, I could call pretty much any one of them if I needed to and get help with anything. And that's in person, right? And those are good. In person community matters. We need to have that, but also online. Like, if we don't have, there's just some people that don't understand the whole online thing, the whole influencer or YouTuber or social media marketing or anything like that. They don't understand that stuff. And so if we're creating content online and we don't have an online community that we can relate to with all of these things, that will also negatively impact us. And so I started thinking about that because I'm like, I'm always searching for community online. Like, always. I find it in YouTube, I find it in school communities, I find it in all these places. And a lot of them resonate with me, but not always. There's like pieces that are missing, and I think the biggest part that is missing is that I believe in not just income but also income and impact. And I think that that's what's been missing for me, is like, okay, this is great. We're learning how to make money. We're learning how to make videos, but what are we doing with it? I want to make an impact as well. And so I decided to create a community where there are people like minded that want to earn an income. They want to learn to earn an income. We want to encourage each other and surround each other with the encouragement and relationships that we need to keep going. But we also want to make an impact on the world. And and so that's what I've done. I've created a community called the 2K Club on School, and I'll leave the link down below just in case you're interested. If you're not, don't worry about it. There's still, I think, a lot here that we're going to talk about community. Um, but but I think that even just the point of community and talking about community is important enough. So if you don't join the community down below, don't worry about it. No hard feelings. Still watch the videos. Still, comment down below on the videos, and I'll get back to you. Still join the live streams when they start happening. Um, Either way, I'm glad you're here, and that's the truth. So so that's what I've created. I created that because I imagine a place where I have 1,000 creators in a community that are helping each other earn an income, helping each other keep community and relationship and encouragement, and then helping impact the world. 1,000 creators that would impact 500 children. That blows my mind. The thought of that seems near impossible. And that's why I want to do it. It's like, I know I can find some people on here that also have the same dreams. And so, you guys, if that's you, definitely join. If it's not, don't worry about it. Let's keep talking about community, though, because one big thing that I have for in regards to community is that if it wasn't for having a group, we can call it anything you want, by the way. We can call it your squad, your crew, your fam, however you label it. uh, I just say church family, community. My online communities kind of like depends. My 300 monthly, just my 300 monthly fam, like, or 300 monthly crew. That's another school community I've got that's over 330 content creators right now. That's only like $5 a month, but we teach Amazon influencer program on there, and UGC content is coming out soon. At the date of this video, we're currently working on teaching people how to create UGC content or user generated content, um, and and what we're doing is creating that community to teach people how to make an income, but there's no impact aspect of it necessarily, like specifically in that community. So that's why I wanted to go and create another community. But inside of that place, we have 330 like-minded people. A lot of them, if you've watched my previous videos, a lot of them came in from this app called Flip, and Flip shut down. And so I've been thinking since Flip shut down, like, what are we going to do? Like, this community that we have is being torn apart by one outside influence. And if we could try to gather all these people back together to build this back up and start creating some activity in here, then I really think that we can help some people start earning an income. And right away, we've already got, like, I would say at least a dozen or so people that have been approved for Amazon influencer and are creating an income online right now through that community. And that's the aspect, that's the impact of it, I guess. But that's the cool thing about community, is that you can't do this stuff alone. And when you have questions, who do you ask? You can do a Google search, you can watch 1,500 or 1,000 YouTube videos, you can chat GPT the heck out of it, and still the motivation and the drive to actually press record, to actually do this, to actually post it and be vulnerable and just let people watch your content is hard. And you need community support for that. And so don't limit yourself. Don't just say, like, hey, I really like your content, you've encouraged me to create content, but then do nothing about it. Start creating. And if you feel like you need a community while you're creating this content, then by all means jump in. I'll leave the link down below, and let's talk. Like, I'll talk to you. We can message each other back and forth inside of there. I think the live streamings that I'm going to be doing, the lives will be with inside of that community, Right now, the 2K Club is free because eventually it's a freemium edition, basically, is what it is. The community is free to join. We can talk and communicate all you want. And then eventually there will be an option to upgrade later, which will activate the Compassion International stuff, like the impact portion of it, because it takes money to do that kind of stuff. And so right now we're in the building stage. At the time of this video, we're in the building stage. And so if you want to come in, join the conversation, help build this thing, help create community, help create impact and income online, I would love to see you on the inside, because just creating content alone is hard, right? But then finding, like I said, the courage to take that content, if you even took the step to create it and post it online, is even harder. And so one thing I would hate to do is like encourage people to do something, but not give them a tool to use to be able to effectively do it. And so not only am I going to encourage you to do this, but I want to give you the tools and the resources. So please jump in and let's hang out and let's build this thing together. Thanks for watching this video. Again, my name is Billy. If you haven't seen my first video, my introduction video, you want to get to know more about me and my story, I'll leave that up here in this card and you can check that out. But for now, I'll catch you on the next video.